Good morning. Good morning. I'm going to talk about a case for Christ. In today's world, everyone fight for justice. And if they don't fight for justice, they it's everybody talks about it. Say, don't pray for justice. Some play, I love justice. It's a word that everybody talks about. It's a controversial word. It's related to some other word like rights and fairness, human right. In word they talk about human rights. And they say, oh, women comes and say, I have rights to my body. No? When Senate of America, USA, ban abortion, women come to street and say, oh, rights to my own body. I can do whatever I want to my body. And different parts of the world, they talk about justice. But I interpret justice whatever they want. Someone you can pay money and enter into cinema. The first, especially in Iran, I in Hollywood, the film industry, but Hollywood is so expensive if you want to enter Hollywood. But in Iran, uh, like restaurant, many restaurants, this much, no, casting this much, this much. The municipality and construct a building without supervision or out of limit, and the result would be collapse of 10-story building in Iran. So you can do a lot of things with money. In today's world, you can do lots and lots of the things with money. But it's not fair. Not fair to those who live or who have business in Serbia. It's not fair to them. It's not fair at all. And it is not right. This is not right, you guys. This is not right. I love justice. I love justice. But definition of justice is, in broadest sense, is the principle that people get treated well, and is being impacted by different viewpoints and perspectives based on ethics. When I was in college and I studied social work, we had a lot of credit for ethics. Because it's important how you treat people. In the Bible, it's a golden rule. And if you want to be treated, treat. If you want respect, pay respect. If you want something, if you want something, give respect to others. Right? It's easy. If you want respect, give respect. I know this situation is not right. This situation is not right. Definition of justice has different meanings in different culture. Its definition, justice meaning is cultural thing. Some people say that, oh, I am the Wali Faqih, right? Iran has Wali Faqih. Father, I am the one who should you obey. I am the one who Wali Faqih hai. And in their eyes is a justice. And so he is a holy man. If he's somewhere and get up, is blessed. That if he sits in a chair, that chair is blessed. And people come and sit in place. Blessed. He is so holy. And religion has different meaning for justice. Law has a different meaning for justice. If you divorce your wife, pay for your children. You have to. You must pay for your children. Law commands you. But like I told you, like every other word, human make his definition. I was reading leadership. I was reading a book about leadership, and it said human define means. Now they interpret, they translate what they want. Self-determined is not God determines. Every word today is self-determined, not God determined. You getting a word, you don't care what's the original meaning of that word. What's God? God put value in something, and you put a meaning to that word, and you act upon it. Human establish human rights. Believe in, and they say Black Lives Matters, but at the same time, corrupt, because they everything by themselves is self-determined. If you believe in God, if you believe in the Bible, it's so simple. Love your neighbor as yourself. The way you love your neighbors, love yourself. Because we destroy human being, destroy not only humanity, but also human destroy animals, and they establish human rights. And just it's just as simple. Like all they make a sign for Olympic 5 circle represent, and they say overlap, and they say, oh, we are united 5 continents, but it's just it doesn't have any. People say, oh, I have the right, anyone I want. Man marry man, and women marry women. GQPT, and they say human rights, right? Human rights. Gay people or women in the church, they marry each other. Women in the church, they marry each other. And they say, women, that's unfortunate. You have free will, whatever you want. But it means that accept that or God approves that. It doesn't mean that. The quality of being just is a topic in the Bible. Righteousness. Some people say, I am righteousness of God. Me too. I'm righteousness of God. What does it mean? Actually, what does it mean being righteous? I told you before. One person has to sacrifice for everybody. They are righteousness of God. With that one person. And you have to consider lots of things. Because being right and being righteousness of God is it's not a ministry that you have. Next week, I'm going to talk about false teaching is on the earth. That's the next topic next week. It's not important, and I don't care. Nobody cares. You have a TV ministry. Who cares about that? There is lots of TV network, Farsi network, English network, and every part of the world has TV station, and they broadcast a lot of fakes like BBC. They say is بنگاه شایع پراکنیه. Yeah. It comes from England. When some from royal family, it should be. It is wrong. It is not right. When something comes from England, from royal family, it's not right for sure. And the same, I have right what wear. Women protest. I don't want to wear hijab. That's human right. I don't any word from you. Wear hijab. Government oblige me to wear hijab. And here, summer, weather is hot, and to wear dark clothes. Not only hijab, they have to consider the color of their clothes. And recently, they pushed men also. You cannot wear short sleeves in Iran, men, because women might like that. You don't have the right to wear short sleeves in Iran. Women might like this. That's why women fight for justice in every part of the world. Women fight for justice, but the exact meaning of justice is not clear, because the meaning of the justice. Everything should be in order. And I told you, when I have a book, I have 100% right of that book. And nobody is right to say it doesn't belong to you. When I work with my PC, I always order everything. I like things. I make everything in order in my laptop, in my PC. I name the folder in a way that everybody can read, find, and understand. Understand is very important. When I work on my PC, everything is in order. And all person can come and read and understand what the folders means. My folder's name is understandable because I am organized. Everything is in. I name the folder in a way that everybody can understand. In a multicultural society, always and race, and cause division and blame. They blame each other. They say, oh, that's because of black people. Drug because of black people. All the black people involved in drugs. They blame black people. All the junk food, all the things that are not usable, that things that doesn't have qualities because the Chinese people, they blame Chinese people. Then every race, every culture blame for something. It's a cultural thing. Blaming is a culture. But actually, you cannot stereotype. Although there is a lot of bad person in black people. I know some of them. I know some very bad black people. I know them personally. But it doesn't mean that all the black people are bad. I pray for African people. I pray for Africa every day. Of course, I don't appreciate bad behavior. Why should I do them? But I pray for them. Maybe you have a family and there is fight in your family. Some people in the family, siblings, fight for the inheritance. I know that. There is a lot of fight in the court because of inheritance. Members of the family fight against each other for the inheritance. But let's go back to original Christianity. Let's John the Baptist saying, before Christ comes and talks, soldiers come to John the Baptist and ask what we should do. What was the answer of John the Baptist? Don't get anything from anybody by force. You cannot physically attack somebody and say, this is not belong to you. It's not Christianity at all. It's completely opposite of Christianity. And some people comes and what? Those were the tax collector. Tax collector come John the Baptist and said, what we should do? Answered, if you have two, those who doesn't have anything. If you are rich, give some money to those who doesn't have any. Instead of increasing your followers, If you want to give. Don't only talk about that. Oh, we are giving. No, actually just do it. Give some money to those that doesn't have money. Can is not enough. Maybe, yes, maybe you gather some cans and give to. I do it myself. I give some imperishable item every month or every other month. Central food bank. But it's not enough. It's not enough. Some money to those in need. If you want to give, they give. Just do it. If you see the definition of justice actually in Christianity is something like this. Even the Bible Project made a video about this. There was a different step, different class. If you are high and somebody is low, you are in different class. Remember Titanic? There was first class, there was a second class, and there was a third class. The first class didn't care about second and third class. They didn't care at all. But if you are a Christian and you want to, like a Christian, you have to take the hands of second class and bring it up. Take the third class and bring it to first class. And then you are in the same level. What's your level? Then if you are on level 1, then take the hand up below the level 1 and bring it up that you can have the same. That's Christianity. If you're rich, some poor, you remember? Somebody was rich and his neighbor was poor, and he didn't care about that poor little guy. And when they died, what happened? The poor guy, Abraham, and the rich guy was in hell. There was a gap between them. Nobody could cross. Nobody passed by. So if you're a Christian and you claim to be a Christian, you have to do what I say, because it's according to God's word. Again, what is the golden rule? Treat others the way you want to be treated. There is 2 principle rule, right? And love your neighbors as yourself. If you do this, you don't need any law. You don't need any pastor to tell you what to do. Just obey these 2 rules. Golden rule. Another controversial topic is grace. I'm talking about case for Christ. I'm fighting for Christ to broadcast the true gospel. Another controversial is grace. And Christians claim that we are saved by God. That's true. I accept that. But it doesn't mean that you can do whatever you want. Say, oh, we are following God. No, you don't. You don't follow God. By lying, by gossiping, by hurt, you don't follow the will of God. You have to open your eyes. Yesterday, actually, I am writing the story of my life. But yesterday, I found that the name of my book is not up. I changed the name of my book. That name would be Out of Darkness. Instead of Journey to the Mountaintop, change the name Out of Darkness, because we need to open our eyes and see what's going on around us, what surrounds us. We need to see that, because reality is so much different from written word of God. Reality in the church is complete opposite of the word of God. As a newborn Christian, your eyes is closed. Like I said, years and years I spent my time involved in activities in the church. Not anymore, because my eyes are, and there is no activity for me, no more activity. I don't want to do any activity in the church, in the present church. I don't want to do it, because it's not based on the word of God. When you believe the grace of God with you as just a start point, I told you, no rush. Why rush? It's a marathon. If you run quick, you get. As a marathon, slowly to the finish line. Teachers of the church, they teach whatever they want, and they say, oh, this is my mic. I can say what I want. You judge yourself. It's between me and God. It's so you can put whatever garbage, because what you say is very important. Listen carefully. You listen. Some people listen and they get it out of other areas, but some of it engraved in your mind. And Satan built a stronghold in your mind with false teaching. With false teaching, Satan built a stronghold in your mind. So be careful what you listen. Don't listen. Don't believe everything. By your teaching, you are causing decline from the gospel, getting far and far from the ways of God. You increase hypocrisy in the church. I'm fighting for Christ. And Christ, if you know a lot of Christianity. Teaching of the church is getting far and far and far and far and far away from the true gospel of Jesus. Peace of God be with you all.